Let's in the meantime shift focus and talk about this terror attack that has now been reported once again targeting non-local workers in Jammu and Kashmir. One worker who has been killed while the other one remains critically injured as terrorists opened fire in South Kashmir's Kulgam district. The victim, identified as Deepak from Chhattisgarh, succumbed to injuries while another worker, Bhupinder from Uttar Pradesh, is undergoing treatment at the GMC Anantnag. And what we are getting to know that search operations have now entered its second day. Sahil Sohail is connected with us right now. Sahil, update please on this terror attack. TRF as the proxy of Lashkar, which has claimed responsibility.
Well, exactly, and this was yesterday at around 8:30 p.m. when these two non-local laborers basically were targeted in South Kashmir's Kulgam district. They were working on a brick kiln, and it is Kalam area where this terror incident had occurred. Following this attack, in fact, one labor died on spot while the other one was critically injured. He was shifted to Government Medical College Anantnag, and where from he was later on shifted to Sikkim Saura and is awaiting treatment there. Security forces have cordoned off the area. Today is the day second of this search operation, and security forces, in fact, leaving no stone unturned to ensure that the attackers are one, identified, and second, are tracked as early as possible. There are multiple CCTV cameras which we are being told are installed in the area, and that's what basically security forces are looking now. They will be collecting all the CCTV footage and, in fact, analyzing and identifying the attackers. But we are also taking up from the security forces and, in fact, these sources within the security agencies is that the attackers have double checked the identity of the victims, basically profiled the victims and then targeted them, checking whether they were from a particular faith or not and whether they were actually the migrant workers or not. So this is a serious, in fact, development that is coming to light. We had seen another terror incident in South Kashmir's Kulgam district before a few days, wherein one police constable was killed in a hit and run, in fact, attack. But this one is appears to be a coordinated one, where in fact the migrant workers have been targeted. We had yesterday seen reports where the TRF, which is a proxy of Lashkar-e-Taiba, has claimed for responsibility.
But
for
we have another
attack.
breaking update, Sahil, that is now coming in. So we need your input on that because this terror outfit, TRF, a proxy of Lashkar, which has claimed responsibility for the attack. However, CCTV footage is also going to be scanned for these terrorists because Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha has also issued a strong condemnation on the Kulgam terror attack, and in that statement he says that he has spoken with the DGP and the top security officials directing security forces to intensify operations to eliminate the terrorists who have been responsible behind this cowardly attack. So the statement that is now coming in from the Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir condemning this attack that has now happened, and again when it comes to the TRF, which has claimed responsibility for this attack, this cowardly attack that has now happened in Jammu and Kashmir. But this is after a significant point in time, I mean, Sahil, that we are also looking at. But we'll play out reactions that are also coming in, which clearly talk about cowardly terrorists targeting innocent laborers. So terror-targeted attack, I mean, Sahil, this is happening after quite some time in the Union Territory.
Yes, exactly. And we had seen after Pahalgam terror attack, security forces were on ground zero. In fact, the OGW network of all terror outfits, including of Lashkar-e-Taiba, was completely eliminated. The foreign terrorists were, in fact, also, eliminated in those operations. And after Anantnag terror incident that took place on July 22nd, in fact, security agencies are working. A number of OGWs were arrested. The number had, in fact, around 2,500 OGWs across Kashmir Valley were picked up. But particularly in South Kashmir, we had seen multiple cordon search operations that were going on in the area, and we had, in fact, seen some successful operations in the area as well. There was also a recovery of arms and ammunition just before 2 days in South Kashmir's Kulgam district. So security agencies were already on ground working, in fact, tracking these terrorists, and this appears to be one, either it's a deliberate attack or targeting migrant attacks, or it's a desperation because of the mounting of security agencies in the area and the way security agencies, including Jammu and Kashmir Police, Indian Army, and CRPF, are coordinating and carrying out multiple coordinated search operations in the area, particularly around
the terrorists will meet their end. The counter-nation that has been pouring in, and of course, when it comes to these terror targeted attacks that have now happened against the non-locals there who were working, earning their living in Jammu and Kashmir. This is being condemned by the Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor as well. We'll play out political reactions that are also coming in on this cowardly attack.
आज निहत्थे निर्दोष मजदूरों को निशाना बनाया इन कायर और बुज़दिल पाकिस्तानी आतंकवादियों ने इस जघन्य अपराध की, इस महापाप की इन आतंकवादियों को और इनके समर्थकों को भारी कीमत चुकानी पड़ेगी। इस जघन्य अपराध की, इस महापाप की कड़ी से कड़ी सजा इन गुनाहगारों को दी जाएगी।
Sahil, the information that you're sending is of the Kulgam district where security forces have cordoned off the entire area and have also launched a massive search operation.
Yes, this was initiated after the terror incident took place. All of the areas was cordoned off. There's already the security agencies are already on high alert because the terror incident, the area where this terror incident took place is just few meters away from the Srinagar-Jammu National Highway in a locality called Mir Bazar, Kelam. So security forces are on high alert as a matter of SOP. Security agencies have cordoned off the whole of the area. Despite adverse weather conditions, security forces are basically conducting research operation, not just in this area, but whole of South Kashmir is high alert and security forces have intensified.
And let me also connect with Major General A.K. Sivash, who is joining us here on the phone line. Sir, after a lull that we are now looking at, but these targeted terror attacks seems to have taken place in Jammu and Kashmir and Kulgam. Unfortunately, one individual has died, has been killed in this cowardly attack, and the other individual is receiving treatment, has been injured.
Absolutely. See, the point is Pakistan is having a big problem in POJK, and they know the complete attention of the world is on today now in POJK, where the people are on the street, Muzaffarabad, Mirpur, Jangar, Dadial, Bagh, and there is a march from Rawalakot to Muzaffarabad. Now Pakistan, whenever they are under such a situation, they will always divert the attention. And that's what they are now trying to do. They will do something in India. It was very well known that they are going to do three things. One is they will try to increase the infiltration on the line of control. Our counter-infiltration grid is very robust. They will try to do anything in hinterland by having a target killing on a soft target. Because these are workers which do not have any arm, they're just working in a brick. They selected such a target which they can fire with a very small weapon and then they can disappear. This was very much known. But all said and done, you will find it, this intensity will increase. And remember, the 5 August is very close when Article 370 and 35A was abrogated. You will find some sort of other terrorist activity will Pakistan try to do.
Absolutely, sir, because we have seen, the problems that have been continuing in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, because in the last 4 days, over 40 people have been killed by the Pakistani forces. But the LG has also issued a statement here condemning the attack. And of course, these terrorists will meet their end very soon. Thank you very much, Sivatsa, for your point of view. To you, Sahil, as well. We'll continue getting our viewers' latest developments. But in the meantime, if you want to, watch and catch the news on the move, well, Times Play, which has you covered, the all-in-one OTT streaming platform developed by the Times Network, which uniquely blends premium digital video entertainment with real-time news broadcasting. So you can catch your favorite news channel on Times Play, available on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store.